All right. Hello, 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 good people. Thank you for coming by Believe in Your Better podcast so that you can get you some good, juicy tidbits today on how to look forward to the things that you are desiring in life, not letting some incident that has happened, or even if it was a tragedy, it we can get past that. Life is going to throw those at us and we can get past that. So I'm here to encourage you, and I bring on different people every week that I know can give you some of their encouragement. And if you grab a hold to it and rub it on yourself, you too will shine for your life. So today I have Cynthia Hatcher here with me, and she is an awesome, awesome, awesome inspiration to those who just want to live life better and who also may want to write. They are scared to write, they got a story in them, they don't know how to bring it out. Miss Cynthia can definitely help you with all stages of um, that task. And she is such a good heart. And she is here with me today to help me bring some sunshine into our lives. So thank you, Miss Cynthia. Thank you. How are you
Thank you for
today?
that. I am well. Thank you for that introduction. I was like, wow, I feel something about that. It feels good. Thank you.
Good, good, good. So, guys, let me tell you a little bit about Miss Cynthia. She is a speaker, author, and founder dedicated to helping women step into their purpose and greatness. After overcoming domestic violence, teen pregnancy, and addiction, she transformed her story into a mission of hope, empowerment, and impact. As the founder of Hatchback Publishing, she helped more than 1,300 authors, including me, hey, bring their books to life and has written over 50 books herself. Today, through Aligned and Lit, Cynthia inspires women to stop sitting on their gifts and boldly birth the purpose they were created to fulfill. Yay! Thank you. All right. How are you today? You said you feeling something. What you feeling?
So when you were talking about me, I said, wow, that it feels good when people say good things about you, right? When you
Yes.
can hear it from somebody else. So
Yes.
that was it.
Yes.
But it
From
is
day
well. It
one.
is well.
From day one. So I met Miss Cynthia at a writers group. That's what I call it, writers group. But actually, it was like the meeting of minds. And the name of it is Aspiring Writers Association of America. And Miss Cynthia started this. And our first meeting was in this office building on, it was near 75. And I want to say, that's not Rochester. Is that Pontiac? That little,
Real close to Pontiac. Yes, I remember. I remember that.
okay, and that's where we met. It was a quaint room, and it was a room full of writers. Some
Mhm.
had a couple of books under their wings. Some people were just starting, like me. I was just starting, and when I say that that was a loving environment, none has ever met it because no one was mean spirited with their critiques. No one was dogmatic about you changing the way that you're writing. Everybody was embracing, and they helped. If and it didn't matter what type of writing, if it was fiction or your life story.
Mhm.
Um, they helped you bring the best of you into your writing. So the one lady that really stood out with me, and I can't remember her name, but she was writing a science fiction story. And I
Mhm.
think that it had some love components in there and action. And when she would read, we all took turns with our scripts or our books. And I'm telling you, when she read her page or two, I was like, ooh, it, I could see the movie. She didn't even have the book yet. I was like, I see the movie. I was all in, and she was doubting herself. I'm like, oh no, honey, you got one for real, for real. And that's just how great you guys were, you and Tanisha, with helping us understand who we are with our writing and to write from our hearts. So go ahead. You can look now. You can talk about you.
Been writing for a very long time. I think most writers are. You know,
Okay.
we
Yes.
start out with our diaries or our notebooks from
Yes.
school or whatever it is, words were important to us.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know that at first until years later, but we wrote our feelings, we wrote our secrets, we wrote
Yes.
how, you know what I mean, did this boy really like me, or something hurt my feelings, or you know
Yes.
what I mean.
Why are
And
they so
so
mean?
yes,
They're
yes,
bullies.
yes, yes, yes. So we've been writing for a very long time. It's just when we give ourselves a chance to
Yes.
say, I think I got something here, or that idea comes to you that
Mm-hmm.
maybe I do have a book inside of me, or there are people who have just written for years and know they have two or three or four books. They just
Mm-hmm.
haven't put them together.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
So walk us through. So now I'm going to your first book, that was you, I'm going to say, processing your pain, your life, your emotions, your thoughts, your trials, major tribulations, you processing all that and helping us to understand the life of someone going through all of those things at once.
hmm The title of that book was The Abuser's Daughter.
Yes.
And I told the story of my life
Okay.
from as early as I can remember, where my father was a an abuser, a sexual molestator,
Mm-hmm.
and my mother knew about it. He slept with my mother's sisters. He was molesting people in the family, outside of the family, and in my mind, because he never touched me,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was love.
Okay. Okay.
Processing it as a little child,
Yes.
he was the person that I hated and that I loved the most.
Okay.
Hmm
Okay. And so now help people walk through that because most would think you're going to hate them, can't stand them, and everybody's lying. So, talk a little bit about how you saw, like you said, love and hate there.
I was the only child of my
Okay,
mother and father. And they both had good jobs. One worked at the hospital. My mom worked at the hospital. My dad worked for General Motors. I was
okay,
spoiled. I had a teenage phone at 10 years old. I had a car when I turned 15 years old. My Christmases were wonderful. I mean, Santa Claus showed up. You know
okay,
what I
okay.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
But in the midst of giving me all the things, it was the emotional molestation that I
Mm-hmm.
went through. Knowing, running into my dad sleeping with my mom's sisters, you know what I mean.
Okay,
There
okay,
was things
okay,
I saw as a child that I knew this isn't right, you know what I
okay.
mean. Nude
Yes.
pictures of family members, I knew it wasn't right. And
Okay.
so it was love hate,
Mm-hmm. All right, all right. So
because
then, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry,
Mm-mm, go ahead.
he also beat my mother. And so that was that domestic violence was right there. And so I loved him, but how can I love you when you're on top of my mother on the floor beating her, giving her black eyes? I hate
Yes,
you.
yes, yes. Okay. All right. So now, how did that affect you with
Uh,
your life as a teenager? And then going, now, did you graduate from high school?
oh yeah,
Went to college?
I graduated. I went to college, but because my parents wanted me to. I
Okay.
wanted to go to work so I could get out. I
Okay.
wanted to move out. So I went to work. I went a
Hmm.
year or two to college, but I was working that whole time so I can get my own place.
Now,
I
are you
was,
from Michigan?
yes, yes,
Okay.
I am from Michigan, from
Okay. So
Flint,
we're,
Michigan. I
okay,
was born and
Flint.
raised in Flint. Yes.
Okay. All
I was
right.
born and raised in Flint. And I was promiscuous.
Okay.
Absolutely. I was, the first boy who said that he liked me, that was it. I was
Now,
off and running.
now was that because hey, you wanted to be hot and then having sex, or was it because that's what you thought? The
I
boy
wanted
liked
love.
you.
I wanted love.
Okay.
I was
All right.
really honestly looking for
For love.
somebody to love me because what I had experienced, that wasn't love to me. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? That
Okay.
wasn't, something was missing. Let me
All
put it
right.
like that. Something was missing.
Okay. And you thought the avenue would be to now, was it the first boy that came along, or were you selective? And you know how it is. It's like, oh, Johnny, he's so sweet, and he brought me flowers, and he calls me all the time. And you think that that's like what you said, that's love.
Actually, it was my first boyfriend.
Okay.
Um, my first real boyfriend in high school, not the elementary stuff, but the first real boyfriend in high school. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, we ended up getting married.
Oh, okay. Okay.
hmm That was my
Uh,
first husband.
that was your first husband. So now walk us to the end. So you went to college for a couple of years, and then you got your job at where?
Oh, I started working at McLaren where my mother
Oh.
worked. Actually, I started as a high school student at McLaren, working part time in the kitchen department.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, that's when I grew up into it. I started making my own decisions because my father was very controlling. He kept a hand on that house, right?
Okay.
And so my first year when I went away to college, I was pregnant by my high school boyfriend at the time. I was a year older than him. And I ended up getting pregnant
Mm-hmm.
because my dad was so controlling at the house. He
Mm-hmm.
knew he hadn't bought me any pads. He
Oh,
said, I
okay. So,
haven't
oh,
bought
he
you any
did the
pads
shopping.
lately. Oh, he did the
Oh,
shopping.
really?
He was in total control.
Total. Oh, okay.
Total control.
All
And
right.
so when he
Look, my
mentioned to me,
father would be like, when my mother would tell him to do that, he was like, "What? Wait, why?
oh
Send
yeah,
her to the
no.
store."
My father he felt like he made the money, he paid the bills, it was his house, and
Oh,
this is how
wow.
things were gonna go.
Okay. Every
Yeah.
aspect. Like you literally had no privacy.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. Um, but in his own loving, perverted way, he was the one that started me reading. I
Okay.
started out with those Dr. Seuss books, and then it started being Donald Goings, that kind of stuff people
Okay.
would put in my hands to allow me to read,
Mm-hmm.
never making sure it was appropriate for my age,
Okay.
right?
So you knew about street life before you knew it was street life.
Absolutely
Okay.
true.
All right. All
Yes.
right.
Horror Sun and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Really before I was emotionally ready or prepared for it. But
Okay.
it fed my love of reading.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
hmm
Reading and writing. So
Yes.
now, all right. So dad is, um, you know, monitoring all aspects, and he knew that you were. So he knew before you knew because
That
you were
I was
kind of young. Did you know
I was
you
young. I
missing
was
your
still I
cycle?
was young minded. It was
Mm-hmm.
my first year of college.
Okay.
And so he said, I haven't bought you any pants lately. And I said, I haven't needed any lately. I knew I was at Wayne State in Detroit because I
Okay.
had morning sickness. So I
Mm-hmm.
knew, but I just hadn't said it to anybody.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he put his foot down and you're getting an abortion.
Oh no.
And I was like, how could you do this? Because we were church going people.
Mm-hmm.
I asked myself, how can you do this? You're a Sunday school superintendent. How could you? And he was like, how could you do this? So they took me. My mom was very passive,
I was getting ready to say, so mom, she couldn't
very, very
protect you.
passive. She couldn't
Okay.
do anything. She
Okay.
asked me, it was my high school boyfriend, and she asked me, well, what about y'all getting married? And I was like, so where are we supposed to live? You know what I mean? She was just trying to make it be
T-
right. You know what I
Okay.
mean? She
Yes.
wanted it to look right, make it be right,
And a
because
little
we were the
easier.
family that looked well.
Okay. Oh, right. So
Yeah, we were
now,
the family that looked well. He had brand new Cadillacs every 2 or 3 years. You know what I mean? We
hmm
were the look well family. But
okay.
inside, something different was going on. So he took me somewhere. I don't know where the place was, near Detroit, to have an
hmm
abortion.
Okay.
And after that, I took control of my life.
Okay.
I stepped up and began to take control of my life and really leaned into my boyfriend, who was a drug addict. And I didn't know at that time. I knew he smoked weed, but I was like,
hmm
so what? I don't need to. You know what I
Right.
mean? But after a while, the open door was right there. And so I just began to get high.
So, all right. So walk me back. You said you began to take control of your life. Were you
Yes.
still living at home?
Yes. I was still living at home with my parents.
So how did that go for you? You trying to be independent and make your own decisions, and your dad is, leading with that mantle hand. So how did you make that move?
My dad was 6 days before I was born, 6 days after I was born, my dad turned 50 years old.
Oh, so
So
he
he
was,
started getting older.
yeah. So when you
Yes,
20, he's
yes,
70. Right. Okay. He can't be
yes,
tussling with
yes. And
you too
so
much.
after a while, I ain't listening. You can talk. You trying to take care of whatever you doing. I'm doing what I'm doing now.
Okay. All right. So the getting high was to what? Alleviate what?
The pain of losing that baby,
Okay.
and the pain
Okay.
of just life, how life had been.
hmm Okay.
Yeah.
So now were your years from going from sweet spoiled teen, like 12, 13, to you becoming 18, 19, those years were rough? Were they rougher?
Escape.
Okay.
Because I had a boyfriend at that time. So we spent a lot of time together. I was involved in a marching band in school. So I was able to get away a lot. You know
Okay.
what I mean? I was able to get away from home a lot. So I knew what was happening while I was there, but I was still being a normal teenager.
Okay. All right. All
Mhm.
right. Um, so you started getting high. So with what? With marijuana, or like you
Marijuana,
said, he was
with
on drugs, but you didn't know he was using hard drugs?
at that time,
Oh, okay.
he was smoking marijuana. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But he was
Yeah.
smoking marijuana a lot. I wasn't smoking at all at
Okay.
that time when we got together. And
Mm-hmm.
so after the abortion, I started smoking marijuana,
Mm-hmm.
drinking a little bit. We got married probably 4 years out of high school, 4 or 5
Okay.
years out of high school. We were together all that time. And that's kind of when it really turned up
Okay.
a lot. Uh, I got pregnant by him once we were married, and that was a ectopic pregnancy. And
Okay.
so that was another baby gone,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
And
So,
so marijuana increased. Then there was a miscarriage after that.
okay.
And at that time, it was crack cocaine, because
Okay.
he had started using crack. I didn't know what it was. I was smoking weed, still drinking a little bit. I was still happy. But
Mm-hmm.
something was going on in the basement of my home that I wasn't aware of. I didn't
Okay.
know what it was. I knew they were doing something. So after a while, I was like, call me when it's my turn to hit it. Just naive, and but I was in pain. I was in
Okay.
pain.
And all right. And you recognize that. You acknowledge that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. And so from that point to clarity, what is that stretch? How long is that stretch?
That was a few more years, probably about 5 more years. I was getting high, and after a while I got tired because I knew it wasn't me. I
Okay.
knew something in me was better than what I had seen.
Mm-hmm.
better than what I had lived all my life. Something else was going on the inside of me. So I
Okay.
ended up having to run into a high elementary school boyfriend, and it took off from there. You know what I mean? I left my husband while I was still married
Okay.
during one of his many trips to the drug treatment center, because I would
Okay.
do fine as long as he was going to the drug treatment center. But as soon as he
Really?
came back, getting high again. And
Okay.
so,
Okay.
yeah. And so I ended up with my elementary school boyfriend, and the drugs was there, and I didn't know. He was trying to escape it. I was trying to escape it.
With
We didn't let each,
the elementary dude, he was using too.
and I didn't
Oh,
know for a while. I didn't know until my
so
husband.
walk me
Go
through
ahead, I'm
that now.
sorry.
You saying you didn't know,
I did not
and
know.
you lived with this other one. You knew. Look, you didn't know, catch on to all the different
Well,
elements
let me
of it.
say this. I was back and forth at his house for a while. I would leave
Oh,
my home and go live. When my husband was getting high, he was doing what he was doing. So
okay.
I would go visit, but I would never see anything like that because he
Oh, okay.
wasn't
So
doing
he did. All right.
that.
All right. Yeah. So he pulled back when you came around.
Yes, yes. You
Okay.
know how
Okay.
when you first meet somebody, you show them your best self,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Okay.
You show,
Okay. All right.
but I
Okay.
had
I
heard
see
in
it a
the
little bit.
street,
Hmm.
I heard in the street that he was doing it. And I approached him about it, and he said yes, that he was. And that started us doing it together.
Okay. Now, okay, so he knew that you were married, but so he didn't know any stories about your husband.
We went to high school together.
That's all he
So,
knew. But oh, you didn't share with him that well, he's in treatment right now, so
yeah,
blah
he
blah
knew.
blah. Oh, and so he still kept it a secret.
Kept the secret. He was putting his best
His
face forward,
yeah,
right?
that oh wow. Okay, okay. All
Yeah.
right. So then so you started with him. So now how long before you again, because you said you know something ain't right here. Right.
Let me
So,
add this right here, and I'm going to move it forward. I ended up getting pregnant by him. I called myself Fertile Myrtle. I ended up getting pregnant by him while we were still smoking together.
hmm
Um, my baby was born, I was pregnant 5.5 months. She was
hmm
born 1 pound, 1 ounce
hmm
when she came here. She'll have a birthday this week, being 30 something years old.
I was getting
But
ready to say, okay, wait, I met her. Okay.
yes, 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 yes. And so after that, got pregnant by him one more time. I
Yeah.
decided at that time, because I was smoking crack, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Okay.
I'm barely taking care of the one I have now.
hmm
And it took me maybe about 6 months or so after that. I was sitting on the living room floor. I remember that. And I managed to get a Christmas tree for my daughter, but there were no presents under the tree.
hmm
That wasn't my Christmas. I never
Okay.
had a
Right.
Christmas like that. And I didn't want her to experience anything like that. And
Okay.
so I cried, I cried, I cried. Um, I went to treatment center for about 3 days because I knew my father had passed by then, and I knew it wasn't my mother's responsibility to raise my daughter. So I went to the treatment center about 3 days. I started going to Cocaine Anonymous, Narcotics
hmm
Anonymous. And day by day by day,
hmm
one day at a time, I started
Okay.
getting clean, one day
Okay.
at a
All
time.
right. That's what it is. One
Yes,
day at a time.
one day at a time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. All right. So you clean. You got your
Hmm.
baby. Your
Yeah,
mom is helping you a little bit, right?
a little bit, a little
Okay.
bit. She was able to help me maybe about 3 or 4 years before she passed away.
Okay. And I
Yeah.
was just about to say, so now you left your mom with your dad, that's her husband, right?
Yes,
So, and so now, did that pull on you as well to leave your mom
meaning
there with him?
to leave her
Because,
there,
yeah,
it was
because
her
you know how some
decision.
kids, they know their mom is in a dangerous situation. That's her husband, and she's not going, and she wants to in her spirit, but
Yeah.
she can't leave. And some kids, they don't leave their parents. They
When
do
it
stick
was
around.
when I was much younger, I told her that I would leave with her if she wanted to. I
Hmm.
remember telling her that. I was probably in junior high school or something,
Okay.
but they didn't have stalker laws then.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
My dad
Yeah.
wouldn't have gave her a minute of peace, and he definitely wouldn't have
She
let
really
me
had
leave
to
with her.
hide. She really would have had to
Yes,
hide.
yes, she would
Yes.
have had to leave
Right.
everything.
Her job and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're clean, you have your first baby, and so how did you set yourself up in regards to income, safety for where you were living?
Yeah, I ended up actually, my mom's family was really close. So we all probably lived in a 5 mile radius from each
Okay.
other. So
Okay.
I moved into the next block in my grandmother's house. And
Okay.
so I stayed there for a while. And then when um, ended up marrying, I'm sorry, ended up meeting my baby's dad, we had a place to stay for a while. And now I get clean and I get my own place probably another block away from my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's
Okay.
me and her. I get my first job clean
Mm-hmm.
at Red Lobster.
All right.
So I'm working at Red Lobster as a waitress, making pretty good money, still going to meetings,
Okay.
doing what I had to do.
Okay. All right. All right. So, all right. So let's embark onto the writing of your book.
Got it.
What resources did you grab a hold to help you um first process, like where's the therapy, where's the who did you talk to, how did you get it all down pen and paper out of your heart and out of your head?
Did go to therapy for a while during my drug treatment time,
Okay.
but very spiritual person.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so I really tapped into God, right? And
Hmm.
because I was already a writer, I told my daughter, I said, I'm going to write you the story of my life so you don't fall into the same traps I do.
Okay,
And
how old was
so
she when you told her that?
she was probably 6 or 7 years old.
Okay, mom.
She was young. She was young. Maybe,
Yes,
maybe,
yes, but
maybe
that's
nine. She was
good.
young. She was young.
Yes, yes.
And so because I wrote my first book. Let me see. No, she was, no, let me say this. She was a little older. She was probably about 12 because
Okay.
I wrote my first book early 2000s and she was born in 1990. So maybe she was about 13 years old when
Okay.
I just began to write the story, and I just started at the beginning. Now at that time it was a bookstore called Borders,
Mm-hmm.
and they had writing
Mm-hmm.
groups. And
Okay.
so I decided to go sit within a writing group and read my story. You know what I mean? While they
Okay.
read theirs. And so I didn't know these people, they didn't know me.
Mm-hmm.
I left because they questioned the validity of it. Like, no one could remember all of that. No. So I knew it wasn't my place. So
Okay.
I came back home and I just began to write from everything I could remember all the way through.
Okay.
And I saw in the newspaper, we had newspapers then, and I saw in the newspaper there was a writing class at a high school not far from me. So I went there and I met a young lady, and she was publishing at that time. So she
Mm-hmm.
published my first book, The Abuser's Daughter.
Oh, wow. See,
Hmm.
okay, that's good. And how dare they say that all of that didn't happen? You
Right.
couldn't remember that. Why couldn't I? That's my childhood.
See, I left. I don't have to explain it to because by now I'm not
Hmm.
explaining to anybody. You know what I mean? This is
Right.
what it
All of
is
this that I
now.
went through, it's like,
Yeah,
we're gonna
I'm
argue
fully
about it.
grown,
This is my life.
remarried. I'm gonna live my life now.
Yes. Yes. All right. Okay. And so you published your first book. Now, how did that feel for you?
I was scared.
Okay.
I felt very vulnerable
Yes.
because
Yes.
now my story is out there.
And other
Um,
folks got to be involved with that story.
uh, I told the story from a perspective of a little child, but of course, I got in touch with an attorney because I couldn't use my family members' names. My
Right.
mother had passed away, but other family
Okay.
members were still alive.
Yes. Okay.
And
All right.
so they stopped talking to me about 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
They
I was gonna
did
say, I
because,
know some
oh,
folks.
yeah. Oh, they were
How
very
dare
upset.
you? Look, if they didn't acknowledge it, how dare you?
I had one aunt tell a cousin of mine, you tell her she didn't have any business telling this. I said, you go tell your aunt that if she wasn't in her sister's bed, I wouldn't have had a story.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't have,
Right.
And so, but after that, the reception was wonderful. I
Okay.
had my first book signing. I sold 100 books immediately, over 100 books. People were buying three,
Mm-hmm.
four, five, six, 7 books, giving them out to family members. I had
Oh,
people coming, I had people coming to me, telling me about things they had never told anybody else.
okay.
How they had been abused, how different things, how their mother had locked them in closets, and just different things had
Mm-hmm.
started coming out. So I knew then I had tapped into something.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
So now, did you go to different entities and help them with your story along with writing?
I helped them more. They came for two reasons.
Okay.
I went out because people asked me, how did you write and publish your book?
Okay.
So
Right.
that's how
Right.
I went out. But people were coming to me with, I need to write my story.
Mm-hmm. All
So
right.
it went both ways. I help people with fiction, poetry, nonfiction, their memoirs. So it just kind of went both ways.
Okay. All right. So now, when I first met you, you were on a pathway of writing 65 books before you got 65, right?
It was 60 books by the time
60.
I'm 65.
Oh, okay. 60 books by the time you're 65. So, okay,
Mhm.
where are we?
I wanted, I'm writing number 55 and I'm putting together number 56. 56 was already done, so I'm just kind of formatting that. So I'm formatting one and writing one right now.
Okay. All right. Good, good. There you go. So now, when you created the writing club, tell me what sparked that. I know you had a workshop first, but
I was a person that, and still am. I'm a cheerleader for other people, right?
yes,
And so
yes.
I was
Yes, she is,
helping.
y'all. Yes, she is.
I was helping this lady put together her business, right? And I put all my energy and things into that. And when her vision kind of fell apart and her and I fell apart, I had to come back to see what it is I really wanted to do.
All
And
right.
what I really wanted to do
Very
was
good.
help people birth their books. And
Okay.
so that's how I started the Writers Association. Yeah.
Hmm. All right. Good, good, good. And as you walk through that pathway and you see the different forms of writing, uh,
Hmm.
of course, everybody has different life stories because it was one lady, I think it was Nikki, she had several different love stories that she
Yes.
wrote about, right?
Yes,
So
she did.
so as you see the talent, do you assist them with trying to get them to like make their story a play or send the script to or send their manuscript to someone to make a movie out of it?
Listen, listen to people's dreams
Okay.
because I'm a proponent of that. I believe in that. What is that next thing you want to do?
Okay.
So if they mention to me that they would like to put on a play, and then I
Mm-hmm.
encourage them in that area. There are people who have done plays, write
Mm-hmm.
movies, all,
Johnson. She
yes.
did two of her stories. She made two of her stories as a play, right?
Who is that?
her last name is Johnson. She was a police
Oh
officer.
yes, yes, Stacy.
Stacy, yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
Stacy did it. Tanisha did it. Tanisha's getting ready to do a movie, a matter of fact.
Is she? Oh,
Yes, 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 yes. And so I just like
good.
encouraging people. You know what? Whatever that dream is,
Mm-hmm.
birth it. We're going through this earth. Go ahead and birth it. Give birth
Yes.
to it. Go
Right,
ahead and do it.
right.
Why not?
Hey, yes, absolutely. Why not? That's so good. I'm so happy for them. So, all right. So, give like 3 steps that you would give to those that are listening. Hey, you have a story too. This is how you start.
Okay. So stop being scared. Everybody's not gonna like your what you have to write. Just like we don't like everybody's books. I haven't read everybody's book. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Everybody's not gonna like your book, but it's your story. The reason why it's there is because it's supposed to be in the earth. It's going to help somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody be entertained. Somebody laugh. Somebody get honest with themselves. Get better. So
Right.
whatever that is. So the first step is just write.
Yes.
Just write it down. You can start at the beginning, the middle, the end, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just be consistent about writing, even if it's just 15 minutes a day.
Mm-hmm.
Just 15 minutes a day. Give yourself a chance. Give that creative self a chance, that writer a chance, because it wants to. It wants to
Mm-hmm.
create. We just have to make room for it. So that's the other thing. Give yourself some time to do it. I call mine a child. I allow my creative child, to come out and play because it
Okay.
wants to play.
Okay.
And so when I write, I'm allowing my child to play.
And
Uh,
and that is a part of your self-care. All of
yes,
us
yes,
actually, it is. It can be a soother.
absolutely.
You can use it to say all of the words that you're not supposed to say out loud.
Oh, yes, yes,
Put it
yes.
in
You
your
can
little
write
book.
all of it because
All
the
of it.
page is not going to judge you.
Right.
That
Right.
paper will not judge you. That I believe in times in my life, my writing has helped me stop hurting myself
Mm-hmm.
or,
Okay.
or to stop or to not hurt somebody else
Mm-hmm.
because I was able to write it out. I also still journal. You know what
Okay.
I mean? That's still
Okay.
a real important part of my life. I have so many journals that I keep together. Some of them I printed out. Some of them are in little books,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
because when I leave here, I want my children to have my story. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This is what she went through. How precious would it have been if I'd have had some writings from my mom
Mm-hmm.
of what she had
Help
went
you
through, and I
understand.
could have
Yeah.
understood her a little bit better, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so that's it. Give yourself time to write. Stop being afraid. Allow your child to play,
Mm-hmm.
right? Get with some people like you because sometimes we shield ourselves because
Mm-hmm.
the
Thinking
writing
that,
we
yeah,
do
that
the
protects us.
writing we do alone, but we kind of protect ourselves from that. So it's important to get with other writers, other people who are creating, because that's the world where you'll be able to find where you can go,
Mm-hmm.
people you can trust, you
Yes.
know?
Yes,
So that's
absolutely.
important too.
And it's funny that you said when I worked for the state, every month, we have to have staff meetings. And
Hmm.
majority of the meetings, you're like, why? I'd rather do my work. Why? So I would always have my pen and paper and just, hey, I'm just writing things like that.
Yes.
And people
Yes.
go, well, what is that doing? It's calming me. It is soothing me so that I don't
Yes.
have to think about how bad I don't want to be in this staff meeting.
Yes. I love how you said that it's self-care because it is.
Yes.
To not have to hold all these feelings inside, all this stuff going on in my brain. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why we're made like this or why we're like this. That negative stuff will come up. But those
Mm-hmm.
times that are good and we're laughing and it's positive and wonderful things happen,
Yes.
sometimes we have to force ourselves to remember those things,
Right.
especially when bad things are happening. So, or negative things, or something was unpleasant that happened. So, writing it down, I go back and read through my journal sometime because I'm
Okay.
just not writing the negative, I'm writing the positive as well. Today
Right.
was a great day. I ran into an old friend of mine, or
Right.
whatever it is, right?
Right. That's what like well, I'm a therapist. So
Hmm.
sometimes my clients, because it's summer and I know
Yes,
you want to do frolic along, okay. But let me know before, we supposed to have a session at 5 and you let me know at 4:50. Oh, but because I want to plan my day too. So some
yes,
of them they will say, well, I can skip this week because I don't have anything bad to talk about. And I said, well, wait a minute now.
right.
I want to hear about the good too. Your session doesn't have to be
Absolutely.
about everything bad. I want to hear about your
Absolutely.
progress. I want to hear about your wins. I want to hear about your smiles.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yep. So I have to recondition them. Hey, no, we're not just talking about the negative things or the painful parts. I want to talk about the joy and the smiles in your life too.
Because every
Mhm.
day is not a bad day.
No, it
Every
isn't.
day
You got
is
some
not a
bad
bad day.
moments and or
Yes.
minutes. It's like it was five
Yes.
minutes. The train
Yes, it
lasts five
was.
minutes. You were
It's true.
late. Oh, it's all right. It was five
It, it-
minutes.
yes, and now it's over. But see, we get to decide when
Hmm.
it's over. You know
Yes.
what I mean? I can
Yes.
hold on to that negativity or I can let it go.
Right.
Right? They used to say, what is it? Let it roll off your back like a water on the duck of a back or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. Water on the
Uh-huh.
back of a duck.
Right.
Right? And
Right.
so we get to decide how long we want to hold on to the negative, and negative doesn't make me feel good.
Right.
I
And you
like it
or
being
when you're
happy.
angry, you're not messing with this person. That person not even thinking about you. They really
No,
not. And
no,
all of your
no.
continents is all twisted up inside. You got
Mm-mm.
stomach ache, back aches, neck aches. You can't sleep. Why? Because you worrying and thinking about something that don't have nothing to do with you. They not thinking about you.
No,
You
no.
holding on to the betrayal. Okay. What did you learn? Did you learn something for the betrayal? You trying to process that to see, well, okay, what did I miss? How can I do better? If not, why are you holding on to it? What's the purpose?
The other side of that too that I learned is to be responsible for the part I played. Because
Hmm.
it's not
Yes,
always them
ma'am.
that
Yes,
did it.
ma'am.
There's a part that I played, even if my part was, if it was only agreeing with it and
Hmm.
allowing it to continue to happen to
Right,
me.
right.
That was still the part I played.
Agreeing with them taking that power. I didn't
Yes,
fight back for my power, so
yes.
that's my part in it. Hmm.
And as a creative, drama is poison to the creative soul. I have to be able to be free to write. I can't have all of that
Right.
poison. That's what I call drama.
It's
It's
clogging it up.
poison to my soul.
Hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
life is going to happen, but I don't want to meditate on bad things that happen. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I don't. I don't. And I'm not going to. I have a
Endlessly,
choice.
right?
Yes.
Endlessly, yes. We're gonna process it and see what's going on again. What did you learn? And
That's it.
and
And keep it moving.
yes, yes, and be true. Be true.
Yes.
What did you learn? Because if you didn't learn anything, guess what? It's coming again.
It is going to come
Coming
again.
again.
It's going to try to come. That's life. It's going to try to come again until you get the lesson.
Right. And
You
it's
know
like,
what I mean?
you know what? No, this sounds familiar. Nope.
Yep. No,
Go
no,
home.
no, no.
Yes.
And setting up healthy boundaries, healthy gates,
Yes.
setting that up around me. If I know that these family members or these group of people that I don't feel welcome there, whether they said anything or not. I really pay attention to who I am, how I'm feeling in a situation. One thing
Hmm.
my husband taught me, and I've remembered this for the last 30 years, if they're not holding a gun to your head, you can always get up and go home. I don't care where you are.
Hmm.
You can always leave. I don't have to
Hmm.
explain it to you. I, I'm going home.
Right. 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 So
Yes.
now the husband that you have today, where is he? When did he come along?
He's been around for 30 years. I was
Okay.
um I
Before,
was uh I was at the drug treatment center when I met
okay.
him. I had 2 years clean, and my heart encouraging people. I would go in the meetings where people were living in the
Struggling.
treatment center. I would
Okay.
go to the treatment center to encourage them that they could live clean.
Oh, look, girl, look at you. Your little
And
hand
so
just
that's where I
touch.
met
Let
him.
me touch everybody. Just let me
See,
touch. Oh, and when I see your pic, I'm like, oh my God. If somebody said, well, what does love look like in a picture? When I see your picture, you and him,
oh wow.
especially look when you've had those special little birthdays and it's on the water, I'm like, look at them. They just so cute.
Thank
Good,
you.
good. Yes, cute. That's cute to me. So, all right. So now, is he a writer? Does he write too?
Um, I encouraged him to write a couple of books. When he started writing, I'm having these book signings, and he ended up kind of being Cynthia's husband. You know what I mean? And so I said, let us write a book together. So we wrote a
Oh,
book called A Man and His Wife.
okay.
Then we wrote another book called A Man and His Wife Through the Storm because we lost our jobs. And it was
Oh,
like,
okay.
how do you stay together when the finances are messed up? So now I put that into a collection,
Now,
A
what
Man and His.
stages was that where you lost your jobs?
Ooh, um,
Was that early
probably
on?
right around 2006. It was a while
Okay.
ago.
Okay.
Right when my
When that
daughter was graduating high school.
when the stock market went off, they was playing Monopoly with the
Oh
money and
yeah, yeah,
everything,
and yeah,
the real estate and the banks. Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
a lot of people lost jobs then.
Yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
That was yeah.
And but we decided as long as wherever we are, and we managed to hold on to our home. He told me that. He said, whatever you do, we're gonna keep the house because you need a base of operation. He
Okay.
said, keep us a base of operation. And so we managed to do that, and we're both working people. So
All
I'm
right.
grateful. Things worked out.
Yeah, yeah. Excuse me. That's good. So, as you were rebuilding yourself in a strong sense, so you were going to the rehab center to assist others who were coming through. You met your husband, and as again, because you're still in that growth mode, right? Um, how did it formulate where the two of you bonded?
Um, we were both previously married.
Okay.
And so my husband now kind of reminds me of my dad in the way he speaks, not his behavior, but the
Mm-hmm.
way he speaks. Because I remember us being at a meeting in the treatment center because he would get to come out and go to regular meetings, and we would meet each other there. And he said, "You're my woman." I said, "I am." Right. And so we started. He was living at the treatment center. I had my own place. After a while, when he got out of the halfway house, he came to live with me. And we were visiting. He had a big family. My family was very small. And
Okay.
so we were visiting his sister at his brother's house. They were having a family reunion. And before everybody prayed around the food and everything, he said, I have an announcement to make. And they said, what? He said, Cynthia and I are getting married. And everybody was congratulating us. He had never asked me to marry him. And so, you didn't ask me to marry you. He said, well, will you? And I said, yeah, but you didn't ask me. so, and so we've been together ever since. We had
Oh.
he was married before, I was married before. So he came
Mm-hmm.
in with 2 children, I came in with one. And it worked out we had kids every other weekend. And so the weekend that we didn't have kids and they were with their other parents,
Mm-hmm.
we took a lot of drives to
Okay.
lighthouses. And we spent a lot of time together talking through our story, talking about,
Okay.
because we met in January of 95. By December of 1995, we were married.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't that long of a period. All right.
No, no, because either you're gonna marry me or not. I'm not. I had been married before. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? That's how I was living. I'm not gonna live with you forever. I knew I was a
Right.
wife. I
Okay.
knew me. I
Mm-hmm.
knew I would make somebody a really good wife. And
Okay.
so if you're not my husband, then you need to move out the way. Because my husband's looking for me.
Later for
For
all of that.
real. For
Later for all
real.
of
Now
that. Look,
you know. Now you know.
whatever that is, 7 years, 9 years. Well, like, what are you
No, I'm
doing?
not doing that. I'm not doing that. I wasn't gonna do that.
Okay. Okay. Look at you. Well,
Took a lot
you
after
got to
my
leave,
dad.
dude. You got to
What
move.
did you say? I'm sorry.
You just telling him, no, sir. Well, we either doing it or we not. And then if we're not, you gotta go. Gotta
Yes,
move
yes, yes.
on.
And my aunt was like, "Don't you put that man out. He paying your bills. Don't you put that man." I said, "I was making it before he came along.
See, you
I
know your
was. He
strength,
made it
right?
easier. Of course, his
Yes.
income made it easier. But me and my daughter, we was making it."
Okay. All right. All right. All right. So, okay, as you're talking to my audience and you're
Okay.
helping them to believe in their better, regardless to what the turmoil is. So
Yes.
give them some concrete steps in the sense of how to think of themselves so that they can make that first step.
Um, we didn't. I wasn't taught how to love myself. I think
Oh,
that's a
there you go.
step that's
Yes.
missing. When
Yes.
we raise our children, we're working, trying to pay our bills, and you know what I mean, all that stuff, and stuff happens. But it's really being able to listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to listen to you because I believe there's a you in all of us that's saying, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not okay.
Yes.
Whether our thinking keeps us doing that or not,
Right.
we really have to stop and listen to ourselves. And writing, like I said, writing helps. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Um, we got to be willing to be alone. We got to be willing to take time away from our friends, away from our family to get to know who we are. We give ourselves a chance. Give yourself a
Mm-hmm.
chance to learn who you are, what it
and
is you
and
like in the
and give a
world.
little bit of that because I tell my clients that all the time. You need
Okay.
to know who you are, what you like,
Yes.
what you don't like. And don't
Yes.
gravitate so hard to what you don't like because you let
Yes.
that cloud up what it is that you do like, what it is that you do want, and focus on it. So, and that does not mean that you're denying yourself, you're enriching yourself. So
Yes. Yes.
speak a little bit on understanding how to acknowledge yourself.
When I don't like the consequences of my own decisions,
Hmm.
then I know it's my responsibility to make better decisions. It's just like being a little kid. If you tell them not to touch the stove because it's hot, if I keep touching the stove, then I need to work on my thinking
Hmm.
because
All
something's
right.
wrong right there that keeps telling me that's where that low self-worth and low self-esteem comes in to keep
Okay.
telling me I deserve to keep touching the stove. I deserve to keep getting my fingers burnt. No, I don't deserve that. I don't want that anymore.
Hmm.
um Practically, and I'm being very, very practical. Get away, throw away stuff that's have holes in it. That's not beautiful around you. Make
Okay.
your space beautiful. When you're in an environment that's good, it starts making you feel good about yourself. If
Yes.
you got an
Yes.
old pot and pan that's bent up and scratched, put that pot away. and get another one. Start doing what's good for you.
Oh, Lord. Yes, ma'am.
Start doing what's
Absolutely.
good for you. Consistently do what's good for you. My kids will tell you, and my husband too, if there was any holy socks or anything, I would grab and just rip them apart. Sorry, you can't wear that anymore. It's not okay. It's not okay. And so,
Well, wait a minute. So you mean to say, I've been trying to lose weight for 15 years and I still got this stuff in there that's 20 years old. I should not keep that because I'm gonna lose the weight. I shouldn't keep it. Oh, all right. All right.
because you're going to do yourself a favor when you lose that weight to go shopping again. You're going to
Right.
reward yourself. You learn to reward yourself. When you do
Absolutely.
good, reward yourself. After every book, I take myself out. Well, I give
Okay.
myself a day every month anyway,
Oh
just to
yeah.
take care of
Celebrate your,
me.
yeah. That's a
Celebrate
rule.
myself at
Celebrate
least
yourself.
one day a month. The 23rd of every month, so it will match with my birth date when it comes. I take myself out.
That is nice.
Yes,
Oh,
to
I
do
like that
myself
self-care
well.
step. All right.
I like
Yeah, that
water,
one
so
get
I
a
like
gold
going to
star.
sit around water. Yes.
I know. I love your pictures and your posts when you do that. I'm like, that's my
Yes,
girl.
yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
So go ahead.
No, oh, look, I'm gonna tell that to all my clients now because I am a firm believer on you should celebrate yourself, period. And I know
Absolutely.
I got that from my mom. What? Everybody don't have to be around for you to celebrate your birthday. You there.
That's it.
She was
Happy
a firm
birthday
believer.
to
That's
me.
your birthday.
That's right.
Say happy
Look,
birthday to yourself.
For Mother's Day, I told my family, they was like, "What do you want?" I said, "Leave me alone. I'm going away.
Right. And my
I'm
mother did
going away.
that.
I'm going to have some me time, and it's
Yes.
okay."
Girl, I'm up at school at Michigan State, right? And it's Mother's Day weekend, so everybody is going home. So I called my mother. I was like, I'll be there, blah, blah, blah. She was like, well, baby, you don't need to come. And I was like, it's Mother's Day. She was like, I know I'm going to Chicago. I'm like, well, how you going to Chicago? It's Mother's Day. That means we come and be with our mother. She was like, oh, well, since it's Mother's Day, my day, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm like, well, what kind of?
Yes.
So I'm up at school by myself. Ain't nobody. I don't have no friends. Everybody gone. I'm just at home. I'm like, well, all right, lady, go ahead and do you. Right?
Yes.
She
Yes.
she wasn't
Yes.
playing. Look, hey, this is my moment, and I'm going to live, and I'm going to Chicago for the weekend. Oh, all right.
Yes.
Have fun.
We should show ourselves some grace and compassion as well
Yes.
when we mess up. We got to be willing to take responsibility and sometimes laugh at yourself. Yep, you
Yes.
did it again. You
Like,
bumped
ooh.
your head again.
And look, and
When
I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at her.
no,
That was
no,
me. That was me for
that
real,
was
for
me.
real.
That was me from the beginning. That was me.
Because if it wasn't, because clearly I had some decision to make, either to stay
Yes,
or leave. Oh
yes,
man, I
absolutely.
stayed. Dag
And
nabbit.
I was at dinner. I knew I should have left. I
Right,
knew
right.
the red flag was there. I should have just got up and
Look,
left.
I saw him take that fifth drink. Like, I know.
Yeah, I
That's
knew
the
it. I saw
cutoff.
it and I knew.
Right. Like, all right.
But we get that from
It's gonna be
spending
some
time with
action in a minute.
ourselves.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
we get
Yes.
that from spending time with ourselves, getting to know us.
Yes,
Really.
yes. Understanding you the
Yes,
best.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Well, I have enjoyed you, Miss Cynthia. Thank
Thank
you.
you. This was
Thank you.
good.
So now tell everybody where they can reach you, how they can get in contact with you. When is your next workshop? What's going on?
Okay, so my um, website is www.cynthialhatcher.com. That's
Okay.
www.cynthialhatcher.com. There you can
Yeah.
find my books, anything I'm doing, anything that's coming up. I have a women's intensive coming up in August, but it's already full.
Okay. All
And so
right.
I probably won't do anything else until probably mid-February or so.
And when you
Um,
say women's intensive, tell me what is the focus?
it's called Step Into Your Glory. And it's helping
Ooh.
women step into who they really are. What is that thing? Who is that you're supposed to be in the earth? Not exactly
Okay.
what you're supposed to be doing. Who are you supposed to be in the
Yes.
earth? And
Yes.
so I'm helping them birth that.
Okay. Oh, look at you. Look at you. I might have to do a second episode with you for that one. That's a great
Yes,
move.
yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. I hope you guys really enjoyed Miss Cynthia. I know I did. And as per usual, you can reach me at letstalkwithdanabell.com or you can email me at believe in your better podcast at gmail.com. Sorry. All right. And you guys send me some comments, give me some feedback, let me know what you thought about this episode. And you all take care. Believe in your better. Take one step today
Yes.
towards your better. Thank
Yes.
you. Amen.
Bye bye.
All right.